I'm on the hunt for some puzzles again, but this time I'm going to put myself on a budget. I have 30 Canadian dollars and I'm going to see how many puzzles I can buy with this amount. Hi, I'm Sandra from the Puzzling Canadian and welcome to my channel. We're about a couple of months out from the holiday season and that means increased spending. Many of us are going to go into budget mode in order for us to stretch our dollar, and that means there might be less spending on our favorite hobby, puzzling. It got me curious. I started to wonder, on average, on a monthly basis, how much do puzzlers spend for puzzles, whether they're new or used? I got really curious and I decided to pose this question on social media. So I picked 3 Facebook groups that I'm part of, and I posted this survey to find out on a monthly basis how much people end up spending in total. So I just want to clarify that I posted this survey on 3 Facebook groups that were Canadian. So the prices here, or the ranges in the prices, I was considering Canadian funds. So the results, once I combined everything together, were 70% of the puzzlers spent under $25 Canadian in total for purchases on a monthly basis. Now, some people were saying that they don't spend on a monthly basis. So what they did is they took sort of their yearly average, their yearly total, and then averaged it out per month. But that was the predominant category, which was 70% of people spent under $25. The next largest category was the category of $26 to $50, and that was 21% of the puzzlers said they spent that amount on a monthly basis. So given the results of this survey, I decided to select $30 as my challenge. Now, the reason I selected $30 and not 25 or 20 is because I live in Ontario, and Ontario has a 13% sales tax. So I wanted to take that into consideration, that I was planning to go out to some thrift stores and I knew that they were going to charge the sales tax. So that is that's how I established the $30 challenge. For this $30 challenge, I set some criteria around the challenge. So I wasn't going to go in and just buy whatever I can at the cheapest price anywhere. Like, I was looking for brands that I love, brands that I regularly do, images that I like, or maybe puzzles that I want to add to my collection. So I was primarily looking for good quality at a reasonable price. That was my criteria around this challenge. And I had some different options. You can go Facebook Marketplace, you can go to the dollar store, you can go to thrift stores. I decided I'm going to visit the thrift stores because I think I could get some good deals. And the thrift stores that I have in my city are usually Value Village. So I know that they're in Ontario and throughout Canada. I'm not sure if they're in different parts of the world, but that's the thrift store that we have. And with the thrift store, Value Village, if you donate to them, they end up giving you a 20% off coupon for a purchase of up to $50. So I was gathering things at my home, usually when I'm doing some purging, and I just keep them for when I visit Value Village, because I know that if I donate, I get this 20% off, and I figured I can use this to help me save money for this challenge. I went to 4 different Value Villages in my city, and in the clip you will see they're in the exact order that I visited them. Now let's take a look and see what I ended up finding for this $30 challenge. that was my journey through the value villages in my city. And I was really happy with the selection that they had. The first one that I went to, that is probably one of my favorite ones. It's a little bit further from me, but it always ends up having a lot of selection and some interesting puzzles there. So there were some good choices, but I ended up picking from that first value village this one here. And this Ravensburger, I automatically look for the Ravensburgers first. And this one here is called Most Everyone is Mad. And again, I made sure it's in good condition. So see, it was sealed. There's a tape on there. And I like the colors in there. And this is a brand that I regularly buy. So I picked this one up and I was very happy with that one. So the second location that I went to, again, it has a smaller shelf, the second location, and everything seemed to be piled there. But if you take your time and you look through everything, you can find some stuff. I ended up picking up this one here, this 300 one, a cute one to do some practicing for speed puzzling. So I picked up that one. And then in the video, you would have seen that I opened up a box and it was a 2,000 piece puzzle. And I picked that one up, this one right here. Now, I usually, let me just tell you what the name of this one was. This is Shades of Summer. So I usually do not buy large pieces at the thrift store because I'm a little nervous about are all the pieces going to be there. But it was a nice landscaped image. I know it's going to take me a while to do, but for 2,000 pieces, it was $5.99. So I couldn't pass it up. So if you haven't already subscribed to me, please do so because I think I'm going to start working on this one sometime next month. And you can see how it unfolds and you can actually see if all the pieces are there. I am hoping, cross my fingers, that all the pieces are there for that one. And then I ended up going to the third one. And that one there, I have been to that one. And they always end up having higher prices. For some reason, they're pricing them at $7.99, $8.99, and $9.99 for used puzzles. So I'm not sure why they're doing that. And I can't say it's all locations. It's usually some locations. And that one there was one of them, the third one that I went to. I browsed through it, but there was nothing that really that I really wanted, that I truly loved. So I said, no, I'm not going to buy anything from that location. So that was my day one adventure. Ended up hitting 3 stores and I still had, I think it was $16.50 Canadian left over. And I wanted to figure out how best to spend it so I can get value for my dollar. So I ended up doing some at nighttime browsing on Facebook Marketplace, but even on Facebook Marketplace, some of the puzzles are like $10, $15. So there was one more value village that I did not get a chance to visit on the first day. So I said, okay, I'm going to go take a peek. Who knows? Maybe they'll have something there that I like. So the last one, I think that was the best one. It had a lot of interesting puzzles. So the last value village that I went to, I ended up picking up a total of 3 puzzles. So let me show you what I got. So the first one I ended up getting was a 750 piece puzzle, Lazy Days masterpiece. And I think this one's called Floral Falls, a good price, $4.99. I saw this one and it was a Hasbro puzzle and it looked really nice. And I said, I'm going to give this one a try. And it was a reasonable price too. So it was $4.99. And I was going to give this as 1,000 pieces. So that's why I picked it up. I wanted to pick up something that maybe I've never done before. And then, as you saw in the video, there were a lot of Springbok puzzles. So somebody donated quite a few. And they also had Christmas. So I was looking for Christmas puzzles or holiday puzzles so I can work on in December. And I ended up picking one. I ended up getting this one, the 12 Days of Christmas. So there you have it, a Springbok. Not my usual brand, but I don't mind trying them every once in a while. And because it was for the holidays, it's Christmas, I want to give it a try. And again, I was looking, it is sealed. So I know that pieces weren't going missing at the store. And it was $5.49. Compared to some of the other puzzles, this was priced really good. So let's take a look at the results and see how I did for this $30 challenge. I ended up getting 6 puzzles totaling 6,050 pieces for $27.50 Canadian. That includes taxes, and after I use the 20% coupon at every location. So I ended up having $2.50 left over. So I think I'll put this in my coffee fund. I'm really happy with the puzzles that I bought. I bought brands that I like. I got images that I like, and I got a variety of piece counts too. It wasn't just all one type of piece count. So I was really delighted with that. And I was curious to see if I had bought those similar puzzles at full retail value, brand new, what would be the total? I totaled that if I bought those puzzles, those same piece counts, same brands, in some case, maybe not the same images because the Springbok, this is an older puzzle, I can't find that, but I ended up totaling that it would have cost me with tax, brand new, all those 6 puzzles, $179.58 Canadian, but I ended up spending $27.50. So a huge savings of about $150. If you were intrigued by this video, don't forget to hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I invite you to take this $30 challenge. Now, I've provided some foreign exchange equivalents for those of you if you wanted to take this challenge so that you know what $30 Canadian might equate to in your currency. Now, I didn't do all of them, but just a few. So $30, and sorry, the $30 foreign exchange is based on today's rate. So of course it could fluctuate. It's just an approximation. So the $30 Canadian is equivalent to $22 US, 18 British pounds, 21 euros, and 35 Australian dollars. So if you do end up taking the $30 challenge, please leave a comment. Let me know, did you set some criteria? Are you looking for quantity or quality? And when you do it, let me know how many puzzles you ended up getting, what were the total pieces that you ended up getting, and some of the brands. I'd love to find out what the results of this $30 challenge is. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to view this video, and I hope everybody's now motivated to take this challenge and puzzle on a budget. Until next time, happy puzzling.